people, welcome back to another stream, and this is After Boundary, After Boundary Show, episode 39, getting ever closer to that 40 and 50 mark. And I'm joined by two guests with me, of course, co-host Manny. You good?
Yeah, pretty good. Just watched Zimbabwe pull off a shocker against Sri Lanka. Hello Matthews bowling the last over. All expected to go very well, but then Luke Yongwei really hit him out of the park. And I don't know. It's a great win, but sadly we've seen it all before for them. I just hope that they won't get their hopes up too high, but we'll see.
Yeah. And then, of course, Stephen, you good?
Yeah, not too bad. Enjoying the Aussie Big Bash League.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Was getting towards the final stretch of it, which is really where everything gets everything uh, starts becoming
Nervous and
exciting.
nerve-wracking now.
Yeah, nerve-wracking.
Getting down to nitty-gritty.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to get to that final.
Yep. Be up yourself, Josephine. Be up. Let me. But lots to discuss, of course. Steve Smith, new opener for Australia. How would that go against the West Indies? For the SAT20 heating up, and then the Big Bash heat. They went to, I think, predict most of the games. If I'm not wrong, most of the games take well, the final will take place. I want to say Sunday, but maybe um, yeah, maybe next Saturday. But few games to predict in that. Um, so yeah, final is on the Wednesday. That's rubbish. That's absolutely rubbish. But okay, Wednesday the 24th. But we'll get into all of that. Awful booking.
You're just calling sick.
Yeah. Uh, but let's talk about the Aussie Australia deploying new opener against West Indies. Yeah, it's an interesting one, definitely. With of course, it came out there. You suggested it's for Australia, wasn't? It was ours fully open. Yada yada yada. It was made. It was said. He asked, "Come, can I open? I'm willing to open." So, yeah, of course, Cameron Green will come in his place at number 4, which is another interesting situation. Have a look at the Squad. Craig Brathwaite, of course, the captain. Alzaro Joseph, vice captain. Akim Jordan. Um, a few new names. These two don't really know them. Joshua De Silva, Justin Greaves, even Hodge, Evan, Imalk, Samar Joseph. Yeah. Two new guys. Of course, Kemar Roach and Kevin Sinclair. But few youngsters in there or unknown players. If you look at the Aussie squad, only 13 players. So that means they will have two subs or two that are not selected every test match. I think it's a series of 3 or 2 um, tests. I want to say 2 tests, so it's only 2 tests. It's yeah. Um,
Well, the West Indies face a monumental
ODI
task here,
and
Alan, over
T20
this 13
series
months
to
on
follow.
a 2-0 drubbing against
So,
Australia in Australia. They return to their shores.
looking at the squad,
They've
Steve
been less
Smith, Cameron Green
experienced
coming
side.
into the
They
new
are going to
batting
field 3
lineup.
test debutants tomorrow.
Manny,
With Kevin
do you
Hodge to
think
bat
it
at
could
5,
be
and Justin
good
Graves to
change,
bat at 6,
or
and
should I-
Shamar
You might want to turn off the volume on your side,
Hannah.
Hannah.
Artillery alongside Alzari Joseph and Kemar Roach.
sorry.
But 70 of the 11 that will play for West Indies tomorrow have 15 tests experience between them. Compare that to
I'll
Australia,
edit
who made
now.
one change, and Cameron Green coming into the side in place of the retired David
there we go.
Warner. He's
That
played
better?
24 tests already.
No, I can still hear it. That's the problem.
It's a huge task facing the West Indies.
background.
You might-
Captain Craig Brathwaite has urged his
you
players
might need to
discipline,
sort of
to be
mute
brave,
that and
to show some fight.
Yeah.
Something that they did show in the first test against Australia last year in Perth, but they were soundly beaten.
Perfect.
okay. So what?
Mr. B,
Yeah.
Mr. B.
Mr. B, good to see you. Yeah, so I think Hannah, you can unmute yourself because what I did was I muted the screen audio from my side.
Hello, Scott.
He'll be back, I think. I mean, during a watch long earlier, he had some issues trying to get a charger as well, and so he goes and comes back, and he's back anyway. I see his shadow. So all I can say right now is that if I were Cameron Bancroft, I'd say, you know what, Cricket Australia, you can go do one as far as I'm concerned. I have no time to, because again, let's take a look at the central characters in the Sandpapergate saga. David Warner enjoyed a well-deserved, albeit somewhat controversial, retirement from Test cricket with a home farewell in Sydney. Stephen Smith has now played his 100th Test. He's asked to open. Now, there's a part of me that thinks that maybe he might have been encouraged to ask to open so that Cameron Green can come into the team and boost the all-round credentials. I know you did say that Smith did ask to do it, but there may be so much that goes on that we don't know. But then for Steve Smith to volunteer to do it, I mean, surely there can't be a situation where there is no available opening batsman. And what does it mean for Cameron Bancroft? This would have been the perfect series for him to come back into the team with Warner having retired, with Khawaja set to also, retire very soon. Although I do hope he will probably have an Ashes farewell if the return series is to be played next year. He might have one more year in him. He may end up getting to 75 or 80 tests. But Bancroft should have been brought back in, especially if the Aussies wanted to have a left-right combination. I take a look at Stephen Smith, and he will go down as one of the greatest middle-order batsmen of all time. And it isn't uncommon, mind you, for middle-order batsmen to move up the order to open the innings if they can see off the new ball. The only problem is, I'm reminded of a bit of a joke, really, that Sunil Gavaskar used to open for India a lot, one of India's greatest ever opening batsmen. He decides to bring himself down the order to, I think, number 3 or number 4, so that he wouldn't have to face the bowlers immediately. But eventually, India lost a few wickets without scoring runs, so he had to come in, and it was the subject of a rather famous sledge. Man, it doesn't matter when you come into bat, the score is always going to be 0 or something like that. I do apologize if we have any West Indian
No, that's a very good interpretation. That was good. That was good.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that, but I'm sure that we might have a few
Mikey
Caribbean.
Not Mikey Holding, is it?
I love Michael Holding. That guy has one of the best broadcast voices you'll ever hear. But so the idea of Smith promoting himself, I mean, there's a part of me that thinks that he hasn't been given his share of criticism for the Sandpaper Gate issue, and he's now effectively put Bancroft's Australia career in danger from the looks of it, because you'd want to see Smith in his best position in the middle order, accumulating the runs, and will he be able to effectively see off the new ball? It's just as well this is going to be a 2-test series, and maybe he feels a sense of overconfidence that, the West Indian bowlers won't really be up to snuff. But then for him to just do that, to volunteer himself to do that. And worst of all, for the Australian Cricket Board and everyone involved to say, yeah, we'd be happy to have you open. I mean, yeah, you disgraced us with your antics and you were lucky to be back in, but still, you're our golden boy. Anything for you. It's a little bit like Michael Clark saying he would have wanted to open the innings or someone else like that. I'm sorry, but this for me smacks of Smith being, extremely selfish in a way. And there is a part of me that thinks that maybe he might have been, advised. I say that with quotations, advised to offer to do this because it meant that Cameron Green could come into the team. But I don't see Cameron Green as a number 4 batsman. And I really don't think that he's going to have the ability to be able to make that number 4 spot his own. So I'm not happy with this. I'll be brief, Stephen. I'm sorry. I'm not happy with this at all. And I really don't think it's good form on Smith's part. Stepsy, go ahead.
Where was Smith before? What was the number before?
Smith has always been a middle order batsman. He always bats at number 4.
Number 4.
So the idea,
I was just making sure he's number. I was just making sure he's number 4. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So the idea is that Smith goes up to open and Cameron Green comes at number 4. But what would have been? What would have been? Sorry.
No, sorry. No, go.
But there would have been no harm in having Bancroft, work his way back into the team because again, he is being unfairly exiled despite having served his time, having proven his worth, and now it's as if he has no chance left. Maybe it's. Would
you ever open batsman? Would you have Bancroft as opening batsman and thinking back at number 4? Or...
Yeah. So the idea would be Bancroft and Khawaja to open if you want that left-right combination. Yeah. Okay. And then you have Smith in his best position, which is number 4. But for Smith to say that he'd want to open, I mean, he's put Bancroft's career in danger. And if this fails, then he deserves all the scorn and criticism that he can definitely get.
He's sorry, put a lot of pressure on himself, isn't he? Really?
You bet he's putting pressure on himself. Yeah. And I'm done now, Hannah. Anyone else want to talk?
Anyone else want to have a comment?
Well, I don't know much about this, about what they've done with this. So they got a new opener, obviously, because obviously Warner's retired, isn't he? So
yeah, so if just to basically fill you in, what's his face? Steve Smith had volunteered himself to take the spot of David Warner up top, and then Cameron Green will be pushed up the order to play against better number 4 than the rest of the batting order stays like that. They've got 2 matches against West Indies that will deploy this and see if this will work. Also, what's his face? What did I want to say? I can't remember, but that's basically that. Questions around will it work? And Cameron Bancroft, of course. They have another opener I know about.
What about Head? Can he open? Travis Head. He's an opener, isn't he?
It was on the list, but he said no. He wants to open. He was at number 5. It was between him. Head will stay number 5.
And where was Cameron Green before he got moved up to number 4? Where was he?
I think 6th.
It was 6th. So there's been a little bit of movement then.
Yeah. It was between the 4 candidates, according to the media, was Mitchell Marsh, Steve Smith, Cameron. What's his face? Steve Smith, Mitchell Marsh, Cameron Green, and I think Travis Head that was the 4. According to Steve Smith himself, he said on the Big Bash matches where they have a player on the mic, he played his final game a few days ago, and he said he volunteered to open. So yeah,
is he still captain?
What?
Is he still captain?
I think Cummins will still be captain. Cummins is captain.
I thought Smith was captain, but okay.
No, he's not captain.
No.
So yeah.
Just making sure.
we'll see if this turns out to be a success.
Find out tomorrow.
So it's a risky one. So yeah.
Was it tomorrow the game? Is it?
Yeah, it starts tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
What?
So yeah. We'll go on from Test to T20 with the with of course the SAT20 in mind. Let me just see if I find it. There we go. Okay, I know now where it is. Just above, of course. Some enormous totals we have seen and some low totals. Just going through some matches. Of course, the first match was abandoned, but then the second match left up to its potential. 207 runs scored, and then of course Douglas Lewis Method made the Durban Super Kings win that one, sorry. And then Paul Royals against Pretoria Capitals. Paul Royals 160, and then this massive from MI Cape Town 243 runs.
Huge.
Durban Super Giants, sorry, not Super Kings, 225. Eastern Cape followed up with 190. Of course, Paul Royals, Pretoria Capitals, 210 and 200. And yesterday it was a low scoring on the low scoring end, but looking at the totals, even today's one, innings break on 202. So definitely the scores are huge, as you guys can see. So
T20, that is massive.
Yeah, it is.
That
over 240 is massive.
It's very massive.
It's unheard of in this day and age.
Yeah.
What didn't England get a really big one once? Really big, over 200. Was it two? Would they get 260?
Yeah, that was against West Indies.
Yeah.
So speaking of them, so yeah, but have a look at the table quickly. Durban Super Giants, 3 from 3. They sit at the top, of course. MI Cape Town. They are playing their third game now, and Paul Royals and Pretoria Capitals still need to play their third one. Pretoria Capitals sit there with 2 losses. Of course, the first game abandoned. That's where there's A.
Yeah.
So Power Royals looking good. Durban definitely looking very good. So
yeah, I'm surprised that Paul are doing better given how poorly they performed last season. And I'm actually watching the second innings has just started. Aidan Markram for the for SEC, I think. They're bowling against MI Cape. Yeah, the Sunrisers. Yeah, the Sunrisers Eastern Cape and Mumbai MI Cape Town have got a target of 203 off their 20 overs. Good luck to them. Rasmus van der Dussen and Ryan Rickleton opening, but I'm not going to spend too much time on that.
If you get over 200, it's a good total. If you get over 200.
Yeah. And I think it's fair to say, and I think Mr. B will agree with me, that in light of what's been happening with the South African Test team, I'm not about to reward the SAT20 with any interest from my side, but it is what it is.
No, I feel it. We'll see, of course, that series taking place in Feb. So yeah, having a look at a few matches, we'll quickly predict a few. Paul Royals against Joburg Super Kings. You guys have seen where they both are on the table. Joburg, they're down at the bottom. Paul up there. It's in Paul. I'm going to back Paul to win this. Go 3 for 3. You guys?
Yeah, Pro Royals are doing pretty well this season. Like May said, last season they did have the best of starts. This season they've put a run together. And I can see it going one way as well. I'll go for Pro Royals to win by 3 wickets.
Tight one. 3 wickets, fair. Mr. B?
Yeah, I'll go with that. I'm not really going to go for the scores or whatever. I'm just going to say he's going to win, and I just think they'll win it. Royals.
Okay. Royals. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll go for a Royals win too. I think it looks as though Butler's getting back to a little bit of form after his struggles with England. So, yeah.
Oh, the dog's off.
Oh. Yeah, dog is out.
Who let the dog out? Who?
What is it, the fucking parrot?
The other day.
Is it the parrot?
You've got your doggy in there.
He got the parrot, he's got the dog.
They signed him for Chelsea, the doggy.
Pretoria Capitals, Durban Super Giants. Look, we need to win this one. As the Capitals, of course, finalists last season. Yeah, I'm gonna back us in this one. Pretoria Capitals to win.
Yeah, I'll second that. I can see Pretoria Capitals winning that one.
Yeah, I concur with that as well. I'm agreeing with that. So.
Well, Pretoria have had a bit of a slow start, haven't they?
Yeah.
I know that they're your team, Hanno, but I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to go for the Super Giants.
Oh,
controversy!
Fair enough. So yeah.
Chelsea fans got their Woofy. Come on there.
Okay. Next one, MI Cape Town Power Royals. This should be a cracking game. If you have a look at the squads,
Looks tasty.
Kieran Pollard, David Miller, Tom Benson, Fabian Allen, Chris Benjamin. Where's he from? Wants to say England. Yeah, England. Born in Joel, okay? Born in Joel.
They also got Sam Curran.
Yeah. Josh Butler.
Yeah, Josh Butler, yeah.
Brevis. Any other?
Liam Livingston.
Jan Lever. Good one.
Oh,
Dwan Janssen.
Jason Roy for the Wolves.
Yeah. Dwan Janssen is the brother of the other Janssen, Marco. So yeah.
This is hard. This is hard to call.
Yeah, this is
Livingston, Lungi. Radalba against Lungi. Petluquayo. Rassi.
Wow.
So Shamsi again. So a few big stars play for both teams. I said Cape Town will win the whole thing. It's in Cape Town. I'm gonna back Cape Town to win this one.
All right. No, I'm
I'll
go
second
Royals
that.
again.
I'll second that. Cape Town.
Yeah, I'll go for the curve for Cape Town too.
Well,
it will be interesting though to see how well they do this, because if they don't manage to win this game they're playing now against the Sunrisers, then it could affect their confidence. We'll have to see.
It could,
yeah. I'll stay Royals. I think going with them again.
Okay, you're going Royals. Okay, yeah. Interesting. Next game, let me just get the tab. Durban Super Giants against the Sunrise Eastern Cape. I'll go Sunrisers. Sunrisers in this one.
Man, did you say Sunrisers are batting now, or they got a total?
No, the Sunrisers are bowling, and they set the Cape Town team a target of 203.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll probably go. I'll go Hannah. I'll go Sunrisers as well.
Yeah, I'll go with him. Sunrisers.
Okay. All four of us going for the Sunrisers. Joburg against Pretoria. This will be a good clash. let's go. Let's go Pretoria. Why not? Back us all the way. Why not?
I'm going to have to go against you. I'm going to go the Kings.
Kings. Fair enough.
I'll go Pretoria.
Of course, if this was in the IPL, I think Kings definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Kings. So yeah, Manny.
This time I'll stick with you, Hanno. Pretoria.
Pretoria.
I knew it this time.
Okay. Paul Royals against Cape Town. Of course, the reverse fixture taking place. I'll go in Paul. I will back Paul 2-1.
Yeah, Paul. Very famous as the wine country in South Africa.
Yeah.
So I'm going for them too. At home, they should be a tough proposition.
Yeah, I'll go with them as well. Concur with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay. What's the next game? Sunrisers against Pretoria. Of course, a repeat of the final. Last season, Sunrise came out on top, and I will go Sunrisers again in this one.
Yeah, I was going to say Lightning's twice against Sunrise as well.
Yeah, I'll go Sunrisers.
Sunrisers.
Yep, can't look beyond the Sunrisers, I'm afraid.
Okay. Last one we'll do Tuesday, Cape Town, Durban. Cape Town. For me.
Got to be Cape Town. And at the moment, I can give you a slight update after 2.4 overs. Cape Town rather, 2.3 overs. Cape Town at 25 for no loss. Going on quite nicely, very close to the required run rate. I think Aidan Markram's decision to bring himself onto bowlers not worked really well. Van der Dussen's just hit him for 4 all the way all the way down to deep backward square leg, and Rickleton. In fact, an interesting stat which I just saw is that the is that the Cape Town team. I keep saying Mumbai. I should stop doing that. The Cape Town team have the two guys, Rickleton and Van der Dussen, have hit the most sixes so far in this tournament. So I can't see beyond a Cape Town win here, and the Sunrisers have got a lot of work to do to try to stop them from winning this game.
Well, that helps me out. If Cape Town got to the biggest sixes, then I can't be on Cape Town either. So I'll go Cape Town as well.
Yeah, me as well. Going Cape Town.
That just helped me make up my mind.
And I thought Kyron Pollard had retired already. I can't believe he's still playing.
Yeah, he's a captain, so
still going.
Doing madness, still going.
Well, you've got to think if they're fit enough to keep playing, they'll keep playing till they can't.
Yeah, was he nearly 40? And he's 40 nearly.
Yeah, has to be. Has to be nearly 40. Don't think he plays in the IPL anymore.
Well, the Sixers batsman that get into he's 36.
Yeah,
nearly 37.
He scares me when he runs. He scares me when they do a quick run.
Chris Gale played into 40 odd, didn't he, Chris Gale?
I tell you what, the Scorchers were really decent though today. Connolly was all over the place.
Scorchers are a good team.
Connolly was all over the place. Connolly was all over the place today. He was absolutely dominating that midfield when he was fielder.
Yeah.
Diving all over the place.
So, from one T20 league to another, I'll share that screen again. BBL, he to win it is the big question.
Oh, Jesus. You put me on the spot here.
Of course, I know Steve and don't know if you guys are keeping up to date with it.
Watching bits and bobs of it. I ain't watched that much of it.
No. That's BBL. Of course, tomorrow is the Strikers against the Renegades. That game doesn't have much value to it.
Sealed, isn't it?
It's 7th against 8th, so battle of pride to end your season on an eye. I'll go. It's in Sydney. Sydney need to end the season on a good one, so Sydney.
I think six is the closest to catching them, aren't they, to the Heat, are they?
Yeah, they are the closest.
Don't rule out the Renegades. The Renegades are a good side. They'll put Thunder under a bit of pressure, but I'll see Thunder win this one. So, yeah, I'll go Sydney as well.
Sydney Thunder.
It won't be easy, though.
No, won't be. I'll bring up the squads for you guys.
Right.
Manny?
Yes, Thunder against the Renegades, right? I think the Thunder haven't looked too good, but the Renegades probably haven't been too much better. I suppose I'd have to go for the Thunder to win this.
Go Thunder.
In there.
Yeah, I'll go Thunder.
Thunder. Okay. This might be the last season we see Sean Marsh and what's his face?
Warner as well.
Finch. Play.
He's doing more commentating now, Finch, isn't he?
Yeah.
Commentating.
Of course, Brisbane Heat against the Sydney Sixers. The winner goes straight to the final. If the loser still has a second chance at least, of course, playing the qualifier. And the qualifier will be the winner of this game. Adelaide Strikers against Perth Scorchers. Brisbane Heat, Sydney.
That's a big one, isn't it?
At Brisbane. For this game, when they played it in Brisbane, it rained out. So, it didn't rain out. There was rain, and Brisbane won on the Douglas Lewis Smith. Yeah.
Because of the Sixers today, they made it very, very difficult for themselves. They nearly bottled it. They really did, and I didn't. And that middle order was falling very, very quickly. It was like Twin Towers falling down. It really was. And I didn't fancy their chance. I thought Scorchers would have had it, but they managed just to get over the line. But they're not going to beat the Heat. Not a chance.
No.
Brisbane all the way.
Brisbane. Yeah.
Yeah, Heat. Definitely Heat.
I want to back my team, but
of course you do. I know you do.
We almost bottled it, like 17 from 12
You did,
and we almost bottled it. I don't know if we'll win it. It's a tough one to call. I'll just back the Sydney to win it.
Why you can't go against it now. You can't. You can't.
Nah,
you can't pull yourself away, can you?
Nah.
And they put this is the hard one. I can't call the Strikers the Scorchers. I really can't.
I'm gonna go Scorchers for me.
Yeah, I'm going Scorchers as well. I think Scorchers will bounce back.
Scorchers, yeah.
Yeah, I think Scorchers will bounce back. We'll win.
I'm going Strikers for this one.
Strikers?
Really?
Really?
I'm there with you.
Okay, fair. Manny?
Go with an upset for one.
I think the Strikers might have this, yeah.
Ooh.
We're split.
We split. Okay.
Keep going against you two.
There is, I think, Evans for the Scorchers today was. Evans today was their best batsman, but Conley in their midfield was absolutely outstanding. So that's why I've gone for Scorchers. I think Scorchers, if Evans is on fire and Conley works his magic like he did in the midfield, I think Scorchers will have it.
In the middle, he was really good, Connolly.
I rate Conley. I do rate Conley.
We won't predict this one for now.
What's
because
in over the Big Bash, Hanno? What's in over the Big Bash? He's been one of the outstanding players.
Yeah, it's been. It was fantastic today. So
he was on the losing side, really.
Yeah. We'll quickly look at other games that's going on. New Zealand, Pakistan. Of course, I believe that's the last one.
Zimbabwe, Sri Lanka.
Yep.
Holy shit! Really? 4 wickets with 1 ball remaining. Jesus, that was close, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Manny, maybe give us a quick update on that.
Yeah, well, they I didn't see the Sri Lankan batting, but I think what happened was they were bowling well against Zimbabwe earlier on the innings and forcing them to play a little bit circumspectively. Craig Irvine, obviously top scoring with a good innings of 70. He stuck around. I think Sri Lanka started to get a little bit complacent and some of their deliveries were a little bit loose. And then batsmen kept coming in, smacking a few boundaries and going out fairly quickly. And I'll be honest, when Ryan Burl got out after review, after the third umpire determined that he did in fact have a faint nick and it went to the keeper, I thought to myself, there's no way that Zimbabwe could win. But then Yongwei came in and started hitting them. In the final over, in fact, Yongwei was actually dropped by a fielder sort of rushing in. It wouldn't necessarily have won Sri Lanka the game, but it would have stopped the rot in terms of hitting. And then, Zimbabwe just kept showing a lot of belief. And I don't know if this result will necessarily justify the decision to part ways with David Houghton, who deserves to be remembered as the greatest ever coach that Zimbabwe have had. But what I will say is that this will be par for Zimbabwe. They'll get a few really tough, inspirational wins over good opposition, but then that'll be as good as it gets with them. And they will have the third T20 international to play. So I really can't see them repeating this success. I think Sri Lanka will look at themselves and say that there is no way that they should have lost this game. But credit to Zimbabwe. They showed some grit. They stuck to it and they fought hard. And Sri Lanka will be kicking themselves, and rightly so.
Yeah, big win for Zimbabwe. I would have thought Sri Lanka all the way, you know.
Will Zimbabwe be in the T20s?
I think so. I don't know if they're in there.
They're not in the World Cup, no.
No.
Aren't they? Oh yeah, they.
Yeah, if you remember, Hanno, Uganda knocked them out.
Yeah, Uganda knocked them out. Now I remember.
Yeah.
Feels weird not to have them in the World Cup. Feels weird.
I mean, is it any weird? Is it any weirder than not having the West Indies there? I mean, these guys have literally won ODI World Cup, T20 World Cup.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
We've been used to the West Indies.
I remember in the T20s, West Indies beating us. We had a good run total, but West Indies beat us, and they put Root into bowl. He got a few wickets, but then they took him out of the attack, put another fast bowler in, and West Indies just beat the ball away.
You were about recently, Stephen?
Huh?
About recently in the last thing that
because we had a good total, and we had the fast bowlers in, and then West Indies was just batting the ball away, and they put Root in to bowl just a couple of overs. He got 1 or 2 wickets, and they couldn't hit the ball past him really well. They were only getting like singles and dot balls, and then they took him out, put Anderson back in. I think it was Anderson. It might have been. I know it's fast bowler, and then they just batted it away again. So I don't know who took Root out of the attack, but they took him out.
What about in the Test matches? In the Tests?
No, T20.
Oh right.
We had to win. We had it in our hands. Because they were batting the ball away. Root came in, stopped the flow a bit, and then they changed it up again, and then West Indies just went on to win it. They didn't mix it up enough for West Indies because the momentum was swinging away when Root came in. He dropped because we had it, and then the momentum swung back to West Indies when they batted the ball away again because they went back with fast bowlers instead of sticking with a spinner or root with a solar ball.
Yeah. Fair.
They had fun with the fast bowler. When they can mix up a little bit in the middle order for West Indies, they were like, well, what do we do now?
Yeah. Fair. But predict. You guys think Zimbabwe win the third and final one?
No.
No.
I think Sri Lanka.
I'm going to go to Zimbabwe for one reason only. They've won this one. Their tails will be up.
Yeah.
They'll know what went wrong for them to make it as close as it was, and they'll correct on what they did wrong and make it a more comfortable win.
Yeah, as Manny says, I think Sri Lanka come back harder though, because I
just think the tails will be up a little bit. That's all. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I just think Zimbabwe will. Their tails will be up. They'll correct on what things they didn't do right, and hopefully make it a more convincing win.
Just for the storyline, I will go Zimbabwe.
Thank you, Hanno. Thank you.
Another split.
Like, just for the storyline.
Another Desmond Tutu.
I know what you mean. It's Zimbabwe with its headline.
Yeah,
it's a good story.
Maybe it's an African. It's an African thing. Heart says Zimbabwe, head says Sri Lanka, but he's speaking from his heart.
Why not? Why not?
So you're going with your head, man. You're going Sri Lanka here with your head, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
New Zealand, Pakistan. We'll get onto them. Just quickly. Of course, New Zealand leader 5-match T20 series 2-0. I think a few rain. Well, there's two have only been played. Williamson ruled out for the rest of the series.
Can you bring up previous matches between them?
I'll try and see if I can. Let's go stats. Let's go to stats. Head to head, yeah. Last 5 matches. New Zealand won by 4. No results. New Zealand won by 6. New Zealand won by 46. New Zealand won by 21. So these 3 is 2023. These are this year.
This week, yeah. I'm gonna. Well, New Zealand been at home as well. I think New Zealand have got it in the bag, so I'm going to go New Zealand.
Yeah, I can't see Pakistan breaking their run, and I think they'll win again. The All Blacks. What do you call them? Sorry, was it the
Black Caps?
Black
Caps.
Caps.
The woman are the
All Blacks rugby. Black Caps is a yeah.
I'll go for
the silver ferns, I thought.
The fans are the women. So yeah, but Sixers and Perth, New Zealand. Okay, let's go. We'll just do this one. I don't know. No, it ends this weekend. 3-2 Pakistan won the series. Lose the series. 3-2 New Zealand won the series.
You going whitewash?
No, 3-2.
Oh, 3-2.
3-2.
Okay.
I'll go 4-1. There's no way that Pakistan can really muster up the ability to try and get anything substantial. If they get a win, it'll be good. And it's just another reminder of how Pakistan cricket is still continuing to go through a really troublesome phase right now. It'll get worse for them before it gets better. That's the sad part.
If New Zealand win the first 2, I think they're going to do. I think they're going to do a whitewash. I'll go 5-0. As long as they win the first 2.
I'm agreeing with that. Okay. 5-0.
5-0. That's mad. Absolutely mad.
Well, mad, you seen it happen before?
Yeah.
What's this, by the way? Let me just say. Oh. Okay. Didn't know that. Anything else happening? Let's go any international. Well, let's go domestic. Any domestic cricket happening?
Hannah, I was going to ask you before we carry on with this, mate. listen, mate. Oh, sorry. Go on. Yeah. Do you?
No, go.
Ask you about,
Question. Go.
so I was just going to ask you about. Do you see that thing about? Is it what's his name? David Teja, South African under-19 captain.
That's what we're going on to. That's what we're going to. Under-19.
Oh, is that what we're going to?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, the under-19 World Cup.
Stripped of his captaincy because he's Jewish and all that. And
I did not see that.
Oh, I'll tell you what, religion and politics again. It all resurfaces again, doesn't it? Never fails to amaze me.
The Jewish board of deputies labelled decision a disgrace.
Well, of course.
Right.
Seriously, it's like I always say. I mean, forget politics for a minute. Like I always say, what's religion got to do with sport?
Yeah,
it's the same. You could do the same with sexuality.
Oh,
you can be gay by, you can be gay by, whatever. What's that got? Your sexuality. What's that got to do with sport?
Yeah.
No, it's not really religion. It's because he's pro-Israel.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter though, does it? That's not that. Yeah, okay. Well, okay, it doesn't matter. But this is sport. This isn't about what side he's on, Israeli or Palestinian, whatever. It doesn't matter. This is sport.
Yeah.
There should be no prejudice in sport.
True.
Because if you're doing that, you can see it being rifled all through the world then, can't you? This is where war breaks out. This is where war breaks out. When people start differentiating sport and human rights. You shouldn't have to. You could be whatever you want to be in sport because it's sport. It's not where you stand. You're doing sport.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Hanover? Being South African, what would you say about that?
Again, it's gutting for the young lad, but like I said, that is how South African cricket is at the moment, and it's been this for a while. It's been all politics and everything. So,
do you agree with it though?
Yeah.
Or do you think sport should just be sport? Leave all the religion, leave all the politics, leave all that crap at the door, and just focus on sport. What's good for the sport? If he's pro-Israel, that shouldn't be. That's his view. But that's at the door. He's playing sport. He should still be captain. Or do you think because he's pro-Israel, he's right to be stripped?
No, you're definitely right on that. It probably should be.
It's unfortunate, but you know what? That's the way it's sort of going around, and we're hearing a lot of sportsmen of Arab descent condemning Israel for their actions and also facing action from their clubs and teams as well. And for David, obviously, he's Jewish and he feels a certain way. There are a lot of Jews around the world who don't agree with Israel's actions and who believe that what Israel is doing is absolutely disgraceful and terrible. Yeah. And it's bad enough. I would have liked to have seen if South Africa were, not strong enough to. Because I do believe there was an occasion where several players made it clear on the cricket team that they weren't going to take a knee for racism. Hannah, you'll remember that. Do you remember the play in question? Quinton de Kock.
The main one, yeah.
Yeah, so at that particular time, he wasn't captain of the team, but maybe if he were captain, he would have been advised of the ramifications of his actions. But, if South Africa didn't have the guts to drop de Kock from the team because they knew he was that good a player, then for them to strip Tiger of the captaincy, it just reeks of a lack of consistency more than anything else. It shouldn't happen in an ideal world, but we don't live in an ideal world. In an ideal world, Israel wouldn't continue to, bomb Palestine and claim self-defense.
It's the same thing. I mean, I don't. Steve might remember because he's in the same sort of league as me. Remember America, NFL, USA Women's League, where Rafina didn't take the knee.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
The captain of the USA Women's team, she didn't take the knee. Everyone else did, but she didn't.
She was quite recent, wasn't it?
She was still captain. Yeah. Everyone else took the knee. She was the only one that stood up and didn't take the knee. She was defiant, as ill-advised. Take the knee, do your bit. She was defiant. She didn't take the knee. She weren't stripped of anything. She was captain throughout the whole World Cup. This World Cup, she was captain as well. Nothing was done to her. I don't know what they're doing to him. I think is just because of his views. It's not right. This is sport.
No. Yeah, you're totally right.
Your views and your views and anything you want. Yeah, okay, you can have them. That's your view. But this is sport. This ain't you're doing it for the good of sport. You're not doing it for Israel or Palestine. You're doing it for no one. You're doing this for sport. This is what's good for sport. I understand where it's. I understand. Like Ben said, South Africa have the way of doing things. I just think sport should be away from that.
Yeah, no.
That's all I'm not saying. Nothing. It's not right or wrong. It's just my view is that sport should be away from all that. You should be doing what's right for the sport, not should be someone because of their views, because that ain't sport. That's taken away from the sport.
Yeah.
But like you said, everyone has a way of doing things, and they decided to do that. So, and that's the way they're doing it.
Yeah, yeah. It just is how way they have done it, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a better way of putting it. It's unfortunate what they've done that. Yeah, that's a better way of putting it.
Yeah. Well, let's go quickly through. Of course, India are the current champions, I believe.
That doesn't surprise me.
Let's
win a lot of stuff,
at the Sri Lanka, Australia, England, Bangladesh, South Africa. So
our under 19 aren't too bad. They're quite decent. I wouldn't say they're great, but they're not disgraceful.
Let's go Group A: India, Bangladesh, Ireland, America. Of course, the first game is I think Ireland against America. Yeah.
I don't know much about America.
See what? I'm going to watch that, right? Because the simple reason is you don't see American cricket a lot, do you?
No.
Nah, don't.
So it's really. I'd like to see how they actually go about playing cricket because
they're in the next World Cup, aren't they?
We all know America's famous for their hockey and their baseball. This is cricket. I like to see how they actually adapt to their style.
They probably ain't got all Americans. They're not all American players. They've probably got them from everywhere around the world.
Yeah, they still play for America. So if they're born in America, they still play. They might be around the world doing something else, but I just like to see how they approach cricket because they're not. It's like they're not known for cricket.
Yeah,
the baseball bit, that coming.
They're known for baseball. They're known for baseball. This is cricket, so I'm just like I'm going to watch that with a bit of intrigue. We know Ireland isn't the best team in the world. We all know that, but I think they're better. I think they'll be better than America. So I'm going to go for Ireland to win this. But I just like to see how America approach this. It'd be interesting just to watch that.
Yeah.
But some cricketers play like baseball players.
They do. But that ain't going to get you down for the slow balls on that field, the defensive balls, if you're up here. And you won't see many cricketers do that unless you're probably Kevin Peterson who does that. But no, it'll be interesting just to watch it, see how they approach it. That's the intriguing part that I'm interested to watch it. I still think Ireland will win.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
it'd just be interesting to see how America approach it. That's all. I just want to see how they.
Oh, South Africa and West Indies. Ooh.
This will be interesting. This will.
Yeah.
Well, Ireland, US. I'm gonna go Ireland. Anyone disagree?
Nope.
No. All gone Ireland.
Okay. India, South Africa. I'll go South Africa. We should win this one.
I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go for your home country.
Yeah, okay. I think there'd just be too much for West Indies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Manny?
Fair enough. Manny?
Which of the teams?
West Indies and
West Indies.
South Africa.
Might have to go with South Africa on this one.
All in agreement. Nice.
Yeah,
Bangladesh, India. India should win.
Yeah, India, 100%.
England.
Yeah.
Afghanistan, Pakistan. Ooh.
So
I'll
England,
go
Scotland.
Pakistan.
England, Scotland is England. Afghanistan,
should win.
Pakistan. I'm going to go Pakistan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
India,
Pakistan.
England, Pakistan in that order.
Yeah. Okay.
Sri Lanka, Zimbabwe. Sri Lanka, I think.
Let's go Zimbabwe. Why not?
I'm going to stick my neck out and say Zimbabwe.
We love Zimbabwe around here. We love them. Why not?
I'm going to stick my neck out and say
Still going
Zimbabwe.
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka for me. Split.
Split. Okay. What's the next one?
It's be
Nepal,
interesting.
New Zealand. New Zealand.
Nepal, another one that are not a cricket known for cricket.
Yeah.
They have improved slightly over the course of the couple of years, but they're still not quite up to date with the cricket yet. They'll be interesting to watch. But New Zealand.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to watch them because they've improved over the years, and this is under 19s. I understand that, but they might have invested in the youth setup in the
New Zealand,
cricket. But no, I just think New Zealand are like one of the greats of cricket. They produce cricketers from all ages, and they're just strong. So New Zealand.
Yeah,
definitely New Zealand.
Yeah. By the way, Manny, can you maybe take us through to the end? I need to hop off quickly.
How many more matches do we have left?
It's
3, isn't it?
I think 2. Yeah, 2.
So yeah, because
maybe 3. Maybe Monday, Tuesday. I don't know. If there's any other international games on?
I don't think so. So Australia, Namibia, Australia should win.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
South Africa, England will be very tasty indeed. I'm going to go for England to win that one.
Bangladesh, Ireland.
Yeah, England, Ireland, probably.
I'm going to go Bangladesh.
I'm going to go Bangladesh.
Yeah, I'm going Bangladesh. Bangladesh to beat Ireland, Australia to beat Namibia, England to beat South Africa.
Yeah. I think we'll save that one. For
yeah,
Monday.
I thought you say that one. I know,
yeah, we'll replay that one.
Yeah.
I don't want to know, Stephen. He wants to say South Africa for that.
Yeah, we'll revisit it.
It's
changing my mind
though. Let's see anything else.
Nothing really.
Covered it all really. The Big Bash, the IPL. I think covered it all.
Women tournaments.
Will we preview England's thing next week? The tour about England and India.
Next week.
Yeah, that'll be next week because it's coming up in
the 25th, isn't it? Starts 25th.
Yeah. Okay, now we'll do all of this. Of course, South Africa against Australia. That's the big one for the women. So yeah, let's quickly end this. Yeah, everyone. Of course, live in an hour and a half for Asia Cup. Manu will be doing that with another guest. So yeah, do check that out. Quick socials. What?
Who is it tonight in the Asia Cup?
Nobody playing. Asia Cup. I think.
Yeah, Asia Cup. We had Thailand and Kyrgyzstan. I think the last I checked, Thailand were up 2-0, and tonight it will be Saudi Arabia against Oman. In fact, I think the game might already started, so I want to check and see.
1-0 Oman. 1-0 Oman.
Oh boy, 1-0 Oman. Wow, we could have a shock in the process here.
For sure. I mean, yeah.
Did Australia win the other day?
Yeah, they won 2-0.
That was
Oman. Oh man, that's a shock.
We haven't really seen any shocks in the Asia Cup. That's also the thing.
Did you see? Burkina Faso, Issa Kabore won their penalty.
Oh, yeah.
So I just saw. That's 15 games now unbeaten. That's 16 games unbeaten now for Burkina Faso.
Well, they were so close to drawing that game.
Yeah, but they didn't.
Yeah.
It was a penalty. It was a penalty. It's a clear penalty.
Yeah.
It was
Cape
clear
Verde
penalty.
Ghana. That was a shot. Cape Verde.
Do you remember there's FA Cup replays on tonight as well? Bristol City.
We don't
West
care
Ham.
about your teams here.
The Bennies.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
FA
we
Cup
don't care
replays.
about your teams.
No,
Only
there's
the
FA
good
no,
teams.
there's FA Cup replays. There's Bristol City, West Ham, Wolves, Brentford, Bolton, Luton.
Do you know what is the bigger game out of all of those games? Mali against Bafana. Way bigger.
Oh, totally. Without a shadow of doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got to get all the other matches. That's the biggest one. Yeah, Mr. B for life, 182, Mr. B Highway Football Chat. Obviously, I've done another preview earlier today for the Brentford and Wolves game, the replay, so FA Cup. So check that one out, and obviously you try and watch the game somewhere. Well, probably have to watch highlights. It's not on live because you've got another bloody other game, West Ham and Bristol City, probably be 0-0 or something like that. Shit, probably. But anyway, try and hopefully do a review, whatever happens with that, with the Brentford game. So then I've got a preview for the big important match, the real important match on Saturday. Nottingham Forest and Tony coming back against us. So that's the big one. And thanks for letting me on here again, Hanno and Manny and Stephen. Cheers, guys. Thanks. That's brilliant. And everyone, please keep following me and subscribe and like. Yeah. Cheers. Thank you.
Get Mr. P to 100 subscribers. Only 13 of yourself away. Get him there before the end of Jan.
Come on.
Start the new year on a good note. Manny.
Yeah, big up, of course, to Hanno for organising the stream. You can catch me here on this channel, and I will be, of course, as he said, hosting the Asia Cup preview later on tonight. Of course, Saudi Arabia and Oman are playing, but I think the stream will be timed as to when that match is about to get over. And you can catch me on several other channels on YouTube. Big up as well to Mr. B for Life, been on his channel on a couple of occasions, top quality fella, and hope to possibly come back again very soon if timing permits. And I do apologize, Steve. I know that you've been informing me about your streams. I hope they've been doing well. It's just that they've been cutting. Yeah. I mean, it's just that my scheduling has not been my best friend more often than not, so I do apologize.
That's right, mate.
But yeah, just enjoy the rest of the week. Enjoy the sporting action to come, and don't do anything that the panel and I wouldn't do. Let's be respectful of one another and avoid all banter and snide or what have you, and just make sure that we learn to treat each other the way we'd like to be treated. And for now, nothing much else from me. As always, it's farewell to thee, goodbye, and God bless to all of you. Cheers.
Cheers. Stephen.
Yeah, thanks very much again, Hanno, Manny, Steve. Much good talk today. I'm going to talk to Hanno at some point over the weekend about getting my YouTube channel back up and running again, because obviously my health has got a little bit better, so we're going to talk about that. And I'll talk to Steve as well to help me out as well. But at the moment, you can find me at Stepsy Boy on Instagram, at StepsyBoy82 on X or Twitter, and Stephen Stepsy on Facebook.
Yourself, and then as for my socials, all of them are in the ticker here below, but also in the description. So if you want to check them out, the links are there. Instagram _ coach_corner, Twitter _830030, TikTok Coach Corner 1. Of course, Facebook link is in the description. Go follow on there. Then we'll see you all in a bit, people. Peace.